Okay, the topic of this video is that I am stuck in an online world that is void of connection. And what I basically mean by this is that because of constant surgeries and me having a bad ankle and probably me getting a third ankle surgery, I am stuck in my room for another 6 months or so. And just to give a quick history, I had my injury in December of 2022, and it is now July of 2026. So that's when the surgery happened, was around mid 2023, and then I had another one December 2024. So in total, being in a cast or being not being able to walk and just stuck in my room has taken years off my life. And you might be wondering, well, can't you still get a job even if you can't move, like as a receptionist or something? But in my area, I looked just today, I looked at over 800 jobs and was only able to apply to one of them because either the other jobs were just way too repetitive, which I would argue is even worse than being isolated, is doing repetitive work all day, or they just didn't match, my qualifications. So I don't even see how getting a job is even realistic. And that's like the main way that people socialize is through constant exposure in a single place. I think, don't quote me on this, but science shows that the best way to make friends is to go somewhere repeatedly at the same place. So the reason I figured out I need another ankle surgery is after I started playing basketball like normal, my ankle hasn't been responding well, and there's a lot of popping and cracking in my ankle. So that's not good. But so even though I've had the time of my life playing basketball again, because that's my biggest passion, can't do it anymore. And what sucks about this is that I literally started to make friends at the park I was going to. There's a lot of people that go to this park. And I was starting to make friends. And it just shows that, yeah, that is a way to make friends, is to consistently show up at a place. And the same people will show up to a place, and then eventually you become their friend. But because of my ankle, I am left to the endless sea of the internet, which I would say is impossible to make connections, at least for someone like me that's very introverted, because there is endless amounts of people on the internet. You're not going to see the same people over and over again. So I'm just going to be lonely, and yeah, it's unfair, and I feel like I'm being stripped of like basic human rights of being able to not be lonely. And I just thought I was done. I thought I was done being lonely. I thought now, because I was recently just searching for jobs, I've applied to a lot. I've even denied some jobs because they weren't, exactly what I was looking for. But I was so close to sort of getting on with my life and making connections. But now it's gone and I'm stuck, like the title suggests, stuck in an online world where you can't form connections, you can't really do much of anything, especially because I'm introverted, but I'm not an introvert. I thrive. I get all my enjoyment, a lot of my enjoyment and energy in life is from social interactions. And I can't get that. So this is just a rant on me being stuck and maybe someone can relate. And then, wow, this guy came out of nowhere. So maybe someone can relate. And yeah, it's just unfortunate, but I guess I can remind myself that, life is short anyway. It's not as big a deal as I'm making it out to be. Oh, shoot. I can barely see. Oh, he got me. But yeah, so I guess the lesson of this video is sometimes life doesn't go your way, and you could waste decades of your life, or even your entire life. I'm sure there's some old people out there that just realize they wasted their entire life. And that might be a scary feeling because I'm 21 years old and I haven't, I've wasted, you know, maybe 7 years of my life, but I'm probably going to live a lot more so I can redeem myself, I guess. But I don't even think it's productive to focus on comparing yourself to other people, like, oh, other people didn't go through what you're going through, because we're all at a loss, Everyone's gonna die. Everyone we know and love is gonna die. The fact that life is too short anyways is enough evidence that we're all losing. It's a losing game. So might as well just try your best. So that's kind of the explanation I have right now. It's weird. This guy doesn't chase you for some reason. Oh, maybe he does. Dude, I don't like getting chased in this room. This freaks me out. Dude, it's crazy how I didn't lose him. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.